lasted. So a little over an hour 15 waiting in a line to get checked. But she's all done. How'd we go quarantine wise?
We didn't get a fine this time, so it's good.
But they were pretty thorough with their checks.
Oh yeah, he checked every single drawer. And didn't check the back of the van, I guess, but whatever.
Yeah, full. But we're through. So on to our next destinations. So it's about 7:30 South Australian time and 10 past 5 Western Australian time, or Eucla time. It changes again in Perth. It is WA, yeah. So we've just pulled over, we got some more fuel, little top of the tank, and Rowan was very hungry. So he's just had some breakfast. Didn't you? Say hello. So some egg and yogurt. Well, Nick's filled up. I just went and got what I prepared in the fridge and just popped in the microwave. And he's very happy now. You had some brekkie? Yeah, Namo. So I'll just sit in the back with this Nick's little leg. Then he should probably be ready for another sleep, I'd say. Fingers crossed. Yeah, my little friend. Hey? Giving me a foot. Alright. So, we're still driving. What's the time? 11 o'clock Perth time. I think it's 1:30. Is it? 1:30-ish? Adelaide time. I did about an hour and a half or 2 hours of the Nullarbor earlier on to give Nick a little bit of a rest. And now we're just heading up to Norseman Way. We just had a very brief stop to change and feed Rowan. Say hello! So far he's coping not too bad, knock on wood. He's just had some mashed potato and ham, and we attempted half a banana, but I think he must have been full because he chewed it up and spat it out at me. But he's had a bottle of water, haven't you? 250 mils is his little water bottle. Hello. Say hiya. Shake, shake, shake. Yes, shake, shake, shake. Is that your toy? Yeah, that looks good. Are you lucky? So, we've just had a drink. We're heading into Norseman, like I said. We had a late breakfast or early breakfast, depends on which way you look at it, depends on what time zone you want to look at. So we'll have something as we head into Norseman, I think. Hey, Nick?
Yeah. An hour and 3/4 away.
Hour and 3/4.
Yep.
That's alright. So at least Rowan's been fed, he's been changed. He'll have another nap in the next 45, I'd say. He's been up for probably an hour and a half already. Hasn't he?
Yeah.
About 10:30, I think he woke. 10 o'clock?
Yeah.
Not really too sure, to be honest, but that's alright. He's just dropped his toy, so he's going to get mean in a minute. So anyway, that's us. And one very straight road. Not many bends at all. Say bye. Waving. Say bye. Waving. Good job. Bye. You're clever. We've made it to Menzie. What a bloody day. Holy. So it is 6:15 or 6:20 WA time. We've driven for about 14 hours, I think. Rowan's done impressively well. He's having a little play out. Huh? It's about 36 degrees. He's done, I think in total about 4 hours sleep. He did half an hour in the morning, hour and a half early morning, just on an hour in the afternoon, and about 20 minutes coming through Kalgoorlie. Or just after Kalgoorlie, I should say, when we changed him. So, hopefully, because we've gone back in time, we've kept him up long enough with enough naps that he'll just sleep through until the morning. That's our hopes. Nick is extremely impressed with the car, aren't you?
Sorry?
You're impressed with the car?
Oh yeah.
She's done us proud.
You would have thought this old girl would have no problems in nearly 40-degree heat with 3.5 ton on the back. That feels like you usually don't. But absolutely no problems. It was great.
Wasn't until we really got to Norseman that the temperature rose, hey, about 2 o'clock?
Yeah, it was around the 32 degrees until about then, and then it just skyrocketed as we went up the hills as well. So.
And it's in about, what, 36, I was thinking. Is it 36 degrees?
Here?
Now? Yeah.
36, yeah.
36, yeah. I don't know if I had your head in any of that shot.
I think so. It doesn't look like it's really down
I am now. We're tired. Rowan's going to have a little bit of a play, have a shower to wind down. Power and water here. I think it's $30 a night or $165 for 7 days. So the boy needs to just get out and move for a little bit. He's been trapped in a car seat with about 4 stops to change his bum. And then I think it's shower and bed. Shower, milk and bed. That's what he'll have. We'll get him all dirty and then we'll get him all cleaned up, eh, Dad?
Yep.
What do you think, Ro?
He is buggered. I'm confused by all these times and everything, eh?
He's got no idea, does he? Say bye. Bye. So, done our week of isolation after entering WA. How did you get on?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
It was actually not too bad. The days were bloody hot, but we had some power and water, so we sat in aircon most of the time. There was a lot of things that we had planned that we were going to do that didn't eventuate. Some of it was because we didn't have resources, so the winch was going to get put on the front of the car, but we didn't have bolts.
Yeah, I took the winch off like 2 years ago and I don't know where the bolts are. I thought they were on the winch, but they're not.
So that will be a job for another day. In developing news, we're now no longer going to Port Hedland. Well, we are still going to Port Hedland. We're just going to be travelling through if we can get up there, and heading into Kununurra. So Nick and I both picked up work up that way. Rowan's been enrolled in daycare, and so we've left 5 hours ago now from Menzies, and we've just hit up to Wooloona. We've done a couple of U-turns since then. We are following Google Maps.
Yeah, well, we followed Google Maps, we've hit the Canning Stock route, and I went, wait a minute, that doesn't sound quite right, because I know that's a hell of a track, yeah, and I know fuel's an issue and stuff like that. So we turned around and thought, we'll take the main highway, it'll take longer, which turned into a worse track, so.
Yeah, it's dirt, it's rutted, and it's on and off pouring rain. And I mean, the droplets are massive. So we've done another U-turn.
And we're going to give it a go and see what happens, I guess.
It's a shorter route by the looks of it, according to Google. And if we're on this other way, it was going to take us an extra hour and a half, and that's if we're going at normal speed, but we're having to drop down to nearly 50, 60 kilometres.
Yeah, the corrugations are
they were awful.
ridiculous.
So even if it takes us an hour longer this next way, at least
We still should be ahead, I guess.
yeah.
Ahead, we've got a 30-hour drive to do in trailers sideways.
Yeah, yeah.
Give them some more material to work with to fix this road.
I'll go on the right side of the road, mate. There's a pothole just there.
Yeah, copy that.
You get a grader just in front of you too.
Legend, thank you.
So we've just passed that truck. Because there's a big bog hole that I think they're trying to fix on the right hand side of the road. And we've got grass.
Emerald green grass.
Like in the middle of nowhere. What is What an adventure we have had. So there's a cow coming up. One of the, huh?
Not on the road though.
No, just off maybe a meter. Last you saw probably was when we nearly got bogged. We were just talking about that. I thought we actually haven't done a video update. So we got out of what is it called? Canning's Crossing.
Canning stock route.
Canning's stock route.
We did about 200 odd Ks on it, I think.
Just the bottom end or the top end, depending on which way you want to go from.
We didn't get on the Gibson.
No. And then we went through Karajini. We got into Newman before that and filled up. Karajini was incredible. Got stuck behind a very slow truck. Got through to Port Hedland.
We drove through the night, like pitch black through a thunder and lightning storm for about 5 hours or something.
Yeah.
Trying to hide behind big trucks that were moving fast so they could be a bull bar, so they were having a good laugh at us on the radio.
Oh, he was funny, the toll guy. All up we did 17 and a half hours in the car and worked out to be about 15 and a half driving.
Yeah. What Google accounted for driving was 15 and a half hours.
Because we had obviously stops with fuel.
We're stops and we're not going as fast as Google. We're not doing 110, we're doing 100 max because that's the limits in this state. So.
Yeah, with towing. And then we've had a couple of stops with Rowan as well because
he's having a hard life.
massive days. Like the poor kid. Try to get him out every 3 to 4 hours. Really it should be around that 2 mark, but we know that we just haven't got the time to make those stops.
Yeah.
And try to get back in the chair.
His sleeping's off as well, so
Like he must be stiff and sore.
We're 2.5 hours from our final destination, so I'm glad when it's over and he can have a bit of freedom and back to normal.
Yeah.
We're never going to do this again.
So we stopped about 1:30.
Yeah.
We pulled up, I think it was about an hour and a half outside of Port Hedland.
Yeah. It was Broome. Today.
Just before Broome we stopped. Nick let us have a 3-hour nap.
Oh, last night you mean, sorry.
Last night, yeah. We're allowed to have a 3-hour nap. Set the alarm. We're up at 4. On the road. The first fuel stop which we had marked down was actually a manned one. Out of every single one that we've hit, they've all been the 24-hour pay by card. This one needed to be opened up and it wasn't opening until 9.
Yeah.
So the decision was to skip it.
Well, the night before, we went to a petrol station, and it's the only petrol station I didn't put fuel in because they didn't have receipts, and we're trying to keep receipts for everything. So I thought, you're right, there's one in 160 Ks, we've got plenty of fuel.
So we pulled up about 30 Ks before the next one.
Yep.
And stopped, and so when we drove past it, there was all lights out, Nick said, because I kept on sleeping. And so
it was completely closed.
We had to make it to Ruba, was our next one. So we swapped driving in between that and trying to keep the revs low. And
yeah, we pulled over maybe 50 Ks past that servo, and I filled the tank with the 2 jerry cans and kind of worked it out in my head and worked out what the car's using. I'm like, I need to keep my fuel usage under 20 basically to make it there. So we managed. We actually did really well.
We did really well. I think we had 80 Ks.
I think we had an eighth of a tank still left. So
yeah, the
whereas if
fuel alarm didn't even come on.
Yeah,
that's how good we did.
If it was how we normally drive, it wouldn't have lasted that. So.
And in all of that, at the same time, we had water over the road from the huge rains that we had to battle.
Yep. Just floodways, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we made it. Then today,
the birds are suicidal.
Birds. Don't talk about the bloody kangaroos. No one understands birds. Cows. We've had cows on the road. Suicidal birds. Plenty of fuel stops. We pulled over for about half an hour just before 2 o'clock and let Ro have a little splash and play in the shower just to get him out of the car and get him moving because we feel awful.
it sounds like it's going to be amazing for him. He loves the water, and they've got water stuff on all the time. And
yeah, they've got water play on every day, and the way that they
he's probably not going to want to come back. Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously they've got heaps of toys, and they've got furniture you can walk around.
It's going to be good for him to interact with other children as well, because he's not done it really. He's interacted with one other child who's the same age as him, basically, so not really.
Yeah, and that was obviously before Christmas as well, so he's just that little bit more older now. Anyway, it'll be good. There's a couple of things that we haven't been able to get to start daycare, so like cot sheets, but we'll work that out. We don't really know what this town has to offer, if it even has somewhere that we can buy cot sheets. But we'll oh no, speak of Bruce, here's one. The cheeky bugger. Get off.
It took him a while to work out what we were doing. There's another one.
Bloody see no roos, and now they've all come out.
This is the first one we've had. First one we've had in what, 3,500 Ks?
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, what's this? A dingo.
Now we've got a dingo. Oh, he's not bothered at all.
Is that a dingo? Yeah.
He's a mangy looking thing.
They normally are, the proper one.
Anyway. You want to say hello? Where are you? Hi. He's probably nearly ready to go to bed. Or go to sleep in his chair. So we'll just pull over up here, maybe about half an hour's time or so.
Try and make the most of the light at the moment.
Yeah.
We're going to be slowing right down when we go in the dark again. So.
We end up going down to about 80 k's. We sit at about 90, 95 during the day. But he's just starting to get to that tired stage, so we'll pull over in about half an hour. I'll keep him entertained for that amount of time. He'll have a feed. I've already changed him, and he'll go back into his chair. We'll put his nursery rhymes on. I'll end up singing different nursery rhymes because he gets beside himself. And I pat his head and he goes to sleep. Generally. A little few more screens in between all of that. But 2 hours and 15 minutes left and it's all over. They know we're turning up late. They've been awesome. I don't know about this road. What's it remind you of? SA when we're heading into Rapid Bay.
Looks like, yeah.
Do you reckon? Except these have got more trees on them. The ones in SA didn't have as much trees. The landscape has changed every 100 kilometres.
Yeah. Different dirt, different terrain. It's just looks dry now. It was subtropical before.
Yeah, we had heaps of chocolate birds, didn't we? Like little stork things. Big stork things.
You've got the crocodile warnings.
Yeah, we're in crop country now, fellas. Anyway, that's us for now. You probably won't get an update until we've finished work tomorrow, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Because we have a lot to do in the morning. It's going to be an early morning, it's going to be a late night tonight.